Okay, let's see if we can get this. Not back stitch here. Looking good. Trying to get that last stitch in there. Get it tight. Okay. I'll do a little back stitch. There we go. Okay, that's my first stitch across the front. We'll look at it and see how it went. I'm in the back. Okay, one of the things we need to do to put our lining is that we need to take off our flap here. And the reason we need to take it off is because we need to go ahead and make this back stitch right here to get our lining in. Now once you've gotten the back stitch off, once you've done your back stitch, then what you do is you lift up your lining like this, okay? You lift up your lining like this, and then you put in your flap again, and then you put this down like this, and then you continue your stitching around. Now when you do this back stitch, what you want to do then is to come out and stitch just about to here, okay? And you do that on both sides. You do that on both sides. You stitch it out about a third of the way, and then that way, once you put your flap back on, you can continue your stitch and complete the bag. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to see this stitch here. When we're doing our gusset in stitch, this is pretty easy on your flatbed because you made room. Now you have to sew this gusset in right here, and to do that, you're going to put this down and put your foot on top of it, and then you're going to stitch from the front, and then this stitch will be a little different because it's the bobbin stitch underneath. But if your attention is proper, you really won't be able to tell the difference. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, I've maneuvered this piece in here, and when you're trying to do this on a flatbed, you really have to kind of design your bag out. And this one is just wide enough for me to fit over this little machine and do this stitch. And I only want to do a little piece here. I'm going to go and do this on my cylinder machine because that's how I made it, to do on my cylinder machine and not this flatbed. But when you're looking to do this on a flatbed, you're going to need this wide enough so you can fit your foot in there a little bit. And the thinner your foot and the thinner this edge is, then the better you're going to be. And I'm going to try to go ahead and sew this. This is pattern and usually it grabs. So I'm just going to do a few stitches, and then I'm going to finish this on my cylinder. Now another thing I want to point out too is that the softer you make your clutch, the more easier it is to do on your flatbed, because you're able to bend it a lot. So anyway, this is my little one. I got my other industrial over here, but I'm just going to show you that it can be done. So here we go. There. It's just a stitch I needed, but it can be done. So I'm going to really go ahead and do this on my flatbed. Okay, I'm just putting the fasteners back in, and I found my holes, and so I'm just putting these back in, and then I'm going to go finish this, and we're going to go over to the cylinder and finish sewing this. Okay, alright, and then we're just going to put that back in like that. Okay, yeah, got that back in, and we got our flap back on, and now we're going to go ahead and put in our gusset stitches over here. Make sure that's just below the gusset top, and we're going to get this all squared away and finish our bag. This will be our last stitch right here, and the bag will be finished. So let's go over to our cylinder and get that done. Let's see, make sure everything is lined up properly. It is. And there we go. Okay. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and sew this. Across, picking it up from where we left off last time. Back stitch. I'm going to go across. See if I can get one more stitch in there. Oh, I was able to get it. Great. Now back stitch. Great. And there we go. Okay, that's it. And we'll do that all the way around, and then I'll show you my final stitch. Front stitch now. Okay, put it on the side of the way. Back stitch. Okay, here we go. I use my finger there to guide it, kind of try to keep everything in place and feel where the lining is too, to make sure that I catch it. When you're buying a cylinder machine, you know they got different kinds of heads here. These heads, or some of the machines are smaller, bigger, depending on what you want to use the machine for. I used to have this K29, which was the best cylinder, walking foot cylinder machine. It's an old shoe repair machine, but you can sew in like any direction. Really cool. I used to love to make handbags with it. So we're going to go across here like this now, and close up the bag. One more, and then I'm going to back stitch it. There we go. I want to get in there closer. I just okay, well, here's our bag, and we finished it. We're able to stitch it in real nice. As you can see, it came out pretty good. Pattern is pretty tight, fits real good. So that's our bag. It's a nice looking clutch. There. It sounds really good when you close it. Oh yeah, like that. Okay, and that's it. And then that's our broken bottom. So that's good. Probably could have had my bottom a little bit wider because it's so thick. But it's working good. And that's how you do that. Looks good. Great bag. Okay, hope you enjoy it. That's the end of this class. And you now know how to make this bag from A to Z. See you in the next class. Bye.